い、ケビンさん、おはようございます。
おはようございます。どうも、アメリカのアリゾナ40年住んでるジャクソン・ケビンです。ハイキングとパドルボードが趣味です。アリゾナでハイキングとパドルボードを楽しんでいます。15年以上ハイキングしてます。毎週末、アリゾナの砂漠ハイキング行きます。アリゾナの山とか、北や南の山と
う
か、
ん。
スーパースティッション山、これらの山が一番好きです。なんで日本語を勉強してるかというと、もうすぐ日本よく行くからです。大阪とか富士山とか京都行く予定です。あと、日本語と文化好きです。12歳頃からアニメ見るのを楽しみ始めました。ドラゴンボールとか、ランマ2分の1とかです。なので、日本語を勉強中です。日本語勉強のため、このチャンネルを作ったんです。なので、日本語を話す人に見てもらいたいです。旅行中の日本文化に全ての経験、ハイキングとかパドルボールとかのビデオを見てください。では、楽しんで。
はい、ありがとうございます。ケビンさん、well done. That's amazing. So, Kevin san, I have a several question to you, and also welcome to my YouTube channel. And you are already completing a level two. Congratulations. おめでとうござい
Yes.
ます。
やった。
So Kevin, so when I met you, like you really couldn't speak Japanese anything confidently. And now you show me so many phrases and sentences so smoothly. So I really, really surprised. What do you think?
Oh, yes. And what was really embarrassing is I took Japanese one-on-one course in college. And of course, I got an A. It was like I got high marks on it. But over time, I forgot it. And it ended up being a really structured way of learning where I only learned to pass a test. I didn't learn how to say, to go into a conversation in Japanese. It was like, hello, how are you? My name is Kevin. This is a house. This is a cat. And it really didn't help me at all. So I didn't practice for years. And beginning with this course, we just jumped right into it because one of my goals was going to Japan and hopefully, speaking with Japanese speakers without sounding like a robot or just telling everyone that I have a cat or something like that. And it really helped because we just didn't really focus on really grammar, really, or vocabulary. It was like, okay, you go into a restaurant, here's what you say. And this is what native, natural Japanese speakers, this is what they say. And actually hearing the sounds of the syllables, the phrases, the words of phrases coming from Chihiro-san really helped me because I can see her mouth move. I know where the dreaded R sound from American, the English sound versus the Japanese sound, very different. So I had to put myself in a Japanese mindset for these phrases. Didn't learn that in college. There was nothing about that in college where things sound differently. Your mouth moves differently. You have different ways of tonation, right? Didn't learn that at all. So with that, and I'm still learning, beginner still, always learning. I feel more confident to say even the small phrases. If I go to a Japanese festival here in Arizona and I speak to someone, I'm more confident to approach them and say, hello, how are you, or something, or if I hear something in Japanese, like, whoa, I understand what you're saying. Well, kind of, sort of, there's some words. So it's really exciting. It's like just like a whole new world open up. It's like you see everything or hear everything new again, and that's what I enjoy the most. Working with Chihiro-san, she really helped me learn faster and more completely about not only just the language, but how to use certain phrases in different situations. So really helped me a lot. And I think I'm going to have more of a fun and unique experience going to Japan now that I know a little bit more Japanese. So I really appreciate that.
Amazing. So that's kind of, yeah, exactly what you said. It's you can actually understand everything when you it's English, but when you it's Japanese, it was just blurry everything. And now
Right,
you kind of catch, oh, I understand what they're saying. Or I
right,
can
yeah,
even participate a little bit of conversation as a beginner.
right.
It's a way different experience.
Yes, yeah, and in the United States here, we love the Japanese culture, and a lot of people wear T-shirts with kanji or something on there. So I was at a concert with my wife, and someone had a shirt, and in kanji it said Tokyo. It's like, okay, it said Tokyo, but I recognized it. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you know what that says? And we're all looking at it. It's like, yeah, this is Tokyo. So even those small little wins like that, we're proud of ourselves. And so there's just a tangent that how learning a new language really opens it up, because before, we just see a shirt that in our minds, and like as a native English speaker learning the alphabet and all that stuff, we aren't exposed to Japanese language, so it just looks like a mix of characters. Like we don't know how to say it, we don't know how to read it or anything like that. So it really opens us up to a new world.
Yeah, definitely. Especially you like culture many years, right? How many years do you know about Japan? Since when you were thinking about learning Japanese? Because you mentioned it's even the
Oh,
college course. I'm sure it's before college, right?
Oh, it was well before college when I got my, I guess, my love of Japanese culture was early on learning or watching anime. And the very earliest one was Ranma One Half.
Is it
Yeah.
like 20, 30 years ago?
So yeah, it was quite a long while, and I had to put a lot of my traveling on hold because I started a family. And when I started a family, I didn't have much money, so I couldn't take the entire family to Japan. But as you get older, you earn more money and you save up. And I just told my wife, it's like, hey, let's just go to Japan and let's just save up. So both of us, we saved up. Say, yeah, it's a great idea. I've always wanted to go. Told my wife, yeah, I've wanted to go since before I met you. So,
Amazing.
so let's get going, and let's take the kids and enjoy it all together. Yeah, so it was a while. It was like, yeah, 20 years I've been wanting to go to Japan, and just this last 2 years, I would say, really helped me focus on relearning Japan, or I guess learning Japanese. So it was great.
Amazing. How do you feel like if, since your childhood, it's over 20 years, 2025 is something it's really special year for you that is finally you a dream come true. You go to Japan with your family. So many actually things gonna happen this year. Learning Japanese, become more fluent, and you go to Japan. So many things this year. What do you think?
Oh
How do you
yeah,
feel?
it's almost when I sit back and think about how it all just comes all together. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but it's I'm excited to visit Japan and enjoy it, and really go back to like when I was watching anime, and how it's so silly, and the characters for anime, whatever you watch there, it's just like everything's just so crazy and wild. I look forward to seeing some of that in Japan. I know that maybe people themselves on the street or whatever may be reserved, but I know they got a wild side, because I've seen anime, I've seen what they do. So I look forward to talking with them, and if my Japanese is good enough, they'll open up, and I can hopefully have some good experiences with them, either on the cruise ship or at the ports that we go to. So.
Amazing. And Kevin said, 2025, there are many, many chance to learn Japanese. Some people use like this Japanese 101 or like Duolingo. Some people go to the college course, lots of AI chatbot, and
Mhm.
also traditional textbook. There is a thousand of choices and people kind of struggle where to start. And I'm I'm
Right.
curious to know why you chose Japan Language Factory over the other hundred of thousands of choices.
So I've tried them all. I've tried the Duolingo, Hunan Japanese. These are apps on Google or Play Store, Apple Store. I've tried books. I have books. I have plenty of books. I have a dictionary, but none of them really help me establish my goal, what I'm really learning it for, why I'm learning it, and the setting the goals matter, and the accountability of the structured, hey, you got class, you better study. Okay, because your instructors gave you a lesson plan that you had set out yourself per your goals. Here you go. And the one-on-one, I would say, is the biggest piece. We're learning not just the phrases on what to say, it's how to say it and when to say it, which is very important that I've learned in Japanese culture, because you can say, you would understand if I said something, but it would just come off kind of either awkward or robotic or something like that. The goal is to speak a natural, flowing Japanese language, just like a native speaker would, or close to it, in order to have that experience. And like, why else would you want to learn another language? Just to have a vocabulary in Japanese? No, 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 no. No, you actually want to speak to other Japanese speakers, right? So that's very helpful. The one-on-one. I don't think a chat bot can do that completely. I use the chat GPT. I tried to train it. It doesn't recognize the tonation of words. And so if I'm saying something in Japanese, it says, great job. And then we move on to the next one. It's like, wait, I messed up that word. You should have caught that. Where Chihiro-san, she catches it. She's like, okay, well, you're saying it phrases, but she's like, okay, you got to do this and go down. This and go down. And, that's the tonation of how you would say certain phrases. You don't get that with chatbot. And all you get is like straight translation, as if you were reading a text. But you don't get that casual, natural sound that you would get from what you provide in the Japan Language Factory.
Thank you so much, Kevin-san. And the final actual request for the people who dream to even go to Japan, like you, exactly, like maybe, same generation like you, and watching anime and liking Japanese culture since they're child, but really difficult to believe that this, like, let's say I am already adult working full-time, can I learn Japanese and being able to speak the language? It's very difficult to imagine how that's gonna happen. A lot of people actually have giving up. It's difficult to start. So what is gonna be the message for them?
I would say the challenges that I faced was not practicing every day. So for years, I thought I would learn Japanese, but it's hard to do that if you don't practice every day. Even a small bit every day helps. And actually learning how to think in Japanese with the mouth, the sounds of certain, I would say, like the R sound. It's very difficult for me, still practicing it, but trying to get it right. So practice, practice, practice. Don't give up on it ever. Even if you say it like with me with the R sound, I would just say it with, hey, I have an American accent. Okay, fine. I'll get to it. It'll soften over time as long as you practice, and it'll become more natural over time if you practice. So there are really no real barriers to learning this new language. As long as you keep at it and keep practicing, your brain just doesn't shut off at really any age. Use it or lose it. Just keep using it.
Exactly. You mentioned, you said you had a small win a lot. So that small wins are very important towards the big winning, right?
Right. Yeah. And actually, there's no real big win. It's just a series of small wins over and over and over and over. And, I keep thinking, okay, I'm a natural English speaker, and I still have problems speaking English. There's some words out there that, of course, I have no idea what they are or how to say them or whatever. Same with Japanese. You start small, you win, you win, you win, you win. I would think even if I'm fluent in Japanese, still some things to learn. You win, you win, you win, you win. And you never really lose learning something new. Because we're adults now, so we're not getting graded. We're not going to lose a college credit. So there's no losing here. It's just a series of great wins and learning new things. When you learn the Japanese languages, like I said, it just opens you up to more things, the Japanese culture that you would have otherwise just kind of seen and kind of really disregard. It's like, okay, I don't know that, and I'll just move on to some other things. Like, no, 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 no. You can learn this and you can experience it. Watch a tea ceremony, and while they're talking, and it's like, okay, this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. It's like, no, if I didn't learn Japanese, I wouldn't have the full experience of tea ceremonies or going to sumo wrestling, or even the really small things that make a vacation more enjoyable.
Amazing. Kevin-san, thank you so much. And once again, congratulations on completing a level 2, and you're waiting for the next level, which is level 3. So I'm really excited to see the next level. And also you should join my YouTube channel when you come back from Japan too.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Kevin-san.
ありがとうござい
はい、あり
ます。
がとうございます。